My name is Alexandria Roys. Most people call me Allie. I'm 19 years old and I live in Ada, Michigan. It's my dream to become a special effects makeup artist, and I have never wanted anything more than to study at CMS. I want to go to cinema makeup school because there's no other place like cinema makeup school that I have been able to find. I don't think it exists. I chose Oola because I wanted a character that involved fabrication, a full body paint job, and a beauty makeup. Oola seemed to be able to help showcase a little bit of everything that I had to offer. I didn't want to go too big because this was my first cosplay ever and I didn't want to take the chance of veering off track. The first thing for me was to find a person that could be Oola. I really wanted someone who resembled Oola because cosplays always seemed better to me when the model resembled the actress. Coincidentally, I saw a lot of resemblance in the bone structure of my sister and the actress that played Oola. Thankfully, my sister was outgoing enough and kind enough to let me use her as a model. To make the tentacles, I actually sculpted 2 parts of the tentacles. I painted a really thin layer of liquid latex onto it. After the latex dried, I peeled it off and stuffed the tentacles with ripped cotton balls, which helped keep the shape I wanted but maintained light weight. I took 16 cents and I actually added 2 separate weights so that the movement of the tentacle was exactly what I wanted it to be. So in order to replicate the ears on the headband and the metal piece, I used friendly plastic. I made the collar out of friendly plastic as well. The metal pieces that held the rope and the collar together were actually really hard to find because I wanted them to be exact. I ended up destroying a few purses in order to replicate it all to the best of my ability. The rope was made out of a simple hemp rope and was wrapped with different colors of leather around to achieve the desired look. Creating the headpiece for Oola certainly was a learning process for me. I actually made it and then destroyed it about 7 times before I felt I had captured the correct anatomy and proportion. What I ended up doing in the end was paper macheing a bunch of different balloons that were a bunch of different sizes. From there, I layered latex on like skin until it had a skin-like texture. I taught myself how to sew in order to complete the costume for this cosplay, and to help myself, I bought a mannequin and draped the fabric over it so I could see what it would look like on the bodice. On application day, I spent probably about 5 hours painting her body, and then I airbrushed on top of the body paint to match the headpiece I'd already pre-painted. Beauty makeup was something I was certainly comfortable with, and something that I had been doing for many years. This was arguably one of the easiest parts for me, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. We're gonna fly. When I visited CMS, I got to meet Lee Joyner, and he told me something that I'll never forget and has really inspired me throughout this whole thing. He told me to never be sorry for my work. And if there's really anything I can say, it's that, Lee, I'm not sorry. This is probably one of the things I'm most proud of in my life. I don't know somebody else that wants this as badly as I do. I mean, you've got to have a passion for something if you're gonna take it apart and redo it 7 times. Thank you so much for this opportunity. This is Alexandria Roys signing out. Over and out.